Well, what's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from January 8th, 2020, where I'm going to give you AEW Dynamite results. Excuse me. Your commentators, as usual, are Hulu JR, Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Tony Schiavone. And for retains to also be on commentary, you also have Dave Brown, who was there just for that one match to commentate. And yeah, that's to say about that. The one match that Dave Brown was on commentary with, since being a special guest on commentary, was the match of Heyman Adam Page and Kenny Omega versus Private Party in Isaiah Cassidy. And yeah, I got his name. And Mark Quinn. But they were in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm sorry, not Memphis. In South Haven, Mississippi. I meant to say, excuse me. That's what I meant to say. Um, but yeah, let's get to the show itself now. Something else here. But yeah, here we go. Heyman, Adam Page, and Kenny Omega versus Private Party, the show. And match itself, it was pretty good. And in the end, it was Adam, Adam Page and Kenny Omega win the match here. So yeah, good tag team match to start the show. All of a sudden, we go backstage and we see, while Kenny Omega and Adam Page are celebrating on, in the ring, we see the bastard Pac with a brutalizer onto Michael Nakazawa, and we had the officials try to pull him off and everything, and they do, and Kenny Omega sees this, and then also he goes backstage. Page goes to walk through the crowd and all that and everything. Yeah, it's a weird thing that doing with Page, where he's drinking beer and everything. He just don't care anymore. And Kenny Omega, is trying to go, to see what's going on with his best friend, in Michael Nakazawa. So, so much for him, Adam Page, going along with Kenny Omega to see if Michael Nakazawa was okay. And I don't know, man. It's funny though that Adam Page is all about drinking beer and drinking, basically drinking booze and all that, beer, whiskey, or what you want to, throw in there. It's weird. Oh yeah, and I remember. Next we get to this next match, which is for the AEW Women's World Championship. You have the champion Riho defending against Kris Statlander, who's the number one contender. Basically getting her shot at the title that she was supposed to get, and now she's getting it here. You had Akuro Shida and Britt Baker sitting at ringside, from in the crowd, and then you got Brandy Rose on commentary, from the Nightmare Collective. Basically joining along with Excalibur, Jim Ross, and Tony Schiavone. And her on commentary, I didn't care for her on commentary, especially where she said, like, I don't know why I'm here, that, like, oh my god. And sometimes I wonder why you're there, Brandy Rose too. Me and Brandy Rose have something coming there. She doesn't know why she's there. I don't even know why Brandy Rose is there either. So, yeah, that's what I thought about it. So the match itself, it was going good at first, but then all of a sudden the clusterfuck came in to ruin it. What happened? Also, Kong and Melody Cruz came out there, and then all of a sudden, some dude, basically he's known to be in Japan, versus Japanese deathmatch style, and he's also basically with some resources, with some resources I got from what's the resources that I said? I don't remember how I'm supposed to say it. My sources. I got a few of my sources that I listen to wrote to this, and he's friends of Chris Jericho. He was actually Chris Jericho's best man at Chris Jericho's wedding. Who's from Canada, by the way. But he goes by the name of Dr. Luther. Basically, he's supposed to be a legend in wrestling business, or tends to, again, Japanese death matches. So his name is Dr. Luther, and he's part of the collective now. And this is where all start falling apart, because Brandy Rose got involved too. Oh my god, it's like everything that Brandy Rose tried to get involved with, it all turns to shit. So this obviously ruined the match. This was the weak point of the show. I couldn't believe they did this. Dr. Luther is whatever. You want a male perspective in the Nightmare Collective, fine. But this overall hurted the match. It hurted the championship. It hurted Riho. It hurted Statlander. Match at this point just fell apart, and I didn't care about the match after that. And then in the end, Riho was the match. And then after the match, it couldn't end there, because also the Nightmare Collectives are beating up on Riho and Statlander. Sheila comes in to say, Britt Baker didn't want to go anywhere. She wants to stay right there, which is good, because she and anything that she does turns into shit too. And this would probably turn into diarrhea if she would end up being a part of that. And then all of a sudden we have Big Swole coming out, and for some reason Sonny Kiss comes out there. Like, okay, why you were out there? I don't get why Sonny Kiss was out there. Sonny Kiss is a male wrestler, and I don't know. Sonny Kiss is gay and all that, but I can't figure out why he was out there. He has no business at all with these women at all. So why was he out there? It's beyond me. But this was a complete mess. It was a waste. It was obviously a waste of time. Was that even needed in this match? No, it didn't. It did not be needed at all, because it hurt the credibility of this championship match to the performers. And it was a waste of time. It was a low point of the show. It should be a shame, especially Kenny Omega, who's a booker of the women's division. He should be ashamed. Next, we get to Sammy Guevara versus Christopher Daniels. They go at each other in this match. It's been a decent match. In the end, it was Sammy Guevara getting the win here, because I believe he was distracted, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he was. He was distracted by Pentagon Jr. yelling at him, saying, "Hey, amigo," and blah, blah, blah. And Sammy Guevara wins because of that. And he's supposed to be a Spanish god. A Spanish god means that you're supposed to be unstoppable. You're supposed to be winning matches. Not by winning matches when someone is helping you winning matches. First with Dustin Rhodes, with Jake Hager getting involved. And now with Christopher Daniels, with Pentagon Jr. getting involved. Sammy Guevara, that's the only way that Sammy Guevara can win matches. Because when was the last time we seen Sammy Guevara won a legit match? Clean. No, none, because he loses every time. Makes me wondering why is he even in the inner circle, or pertains to being a strong faction in AEW right now. And then to make matters worse, I want to say make matters worse in this way, but the Dark Order comes out, because the Dark Order they want to recruit someone to be a part of the Dark Order. So yeah, Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, John Silver, Alex Reynolds, and two other masked Dark Orders. Maybe one of them was one that missed the punch on Dustin Rhodes on that last episode of AEW Dynamite from 2019. But who knows? They all look the same. Basically the creepers. So they head to the ring. Uno talks about Daniel's popular is a popular man today and everything, and he's like, but you've been wrestling for 15 years and everything, but your time has come and everything. You're losing your step and all that, and blah blah blah. So we can help you with that if you join the Dark Order. Christopher Daniels thought about it. They basically give him a mask, and then he's like, nope, not joining. And then they start bringing him up. Also, get SCU, the rest of the SCU, Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky, and the Young Bucks, excuse me. They all came out. They all came up for the AEW Christopher Daniels. They fought the Dark Order, and that was it. We get the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix versus the Rose Brothers, Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes being accompanied by Arn Anderson, AA Arn Anderson. And we get to the match. Match stuff, it was good. To me, it was the best match so far on the show there. And in the end, it was the Rose Brothers getting the win. And after the match, got Tony Schiavone, not Connor promo. He's interviewing Cody Rhodes for a chance to if he's going to accept MJF's stipulations. And basically, Arn Anderson jump in and says, no, he will not make that decision yet. Cody Rhodes is going to make the decision. Whenever he's good and ready. Because Arn Anderson and Cody Rhodes are going to have a discussion pertains to these stipulations that that MJF lay out for Cody Rhodes to accept if he wants to have a match with him at Revolution. So, and we'll get to that more back to the next review of All Elite Wrestling pertains to AEW Dynamite. We go backstage and we see Alex Marvez interviewing Lanny Poffo. Lanny Poffo, who's there to honor his father, Andrew Poffo, and his brother, Randy Savage, pertains to this whole Memphis Wrestling tribute that they said they was going to do. I remember they were advertising it too. And then we see a point where we see the legends that wrestle in Memphis Wrestling. They were in the ring or that, and they cut away from that. I said, wait a minute, that was it. And I said, wait a minute, are there going to be more of this on AEW Dark? Maybe we won't know until we tune in. So, and I'll be glad. I am willing and gladly to an honor and and a privilege to be on the end to AEW, to AEW Dark if they are going to do that. That Memphis Wrestling Legends tribute. So. MJF, he comes out, which by the way is a wrong placement here because he just had Cody Rhodes and Arn Anderson out there. We're taking Cody Rhodes and MJF's feud, and then MJF comes out. Okay, but MJF came out with his right hand man, Wardlow. MJF called Cody Rhodes a coward. And he gives him a count of 10 to come out here, give him an answer, and he didn't come out. So basically, he calls Cody a bitch, and then out comes out DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, who makes you feel the burn. So he comes out. He first of all says that he never thought he'll be back on TNT. Because it's DDP, and to MJF, and basically trash talking to him and everything and all that, and then also basically we taste the whole thing with Cody Rhodes and everything, and then all of a sudden MJF talks about how MJF says he's not saying he wants to fight DDP and everything, blah blah blah. I can't remember what else he said here too. To repeat that we take the DDP off here. Okay, so then it didn't happen yet, I guess. So then out comes the Blade, the Butcher, and the Bunny. Obviously, it's going to be like a gang beatdown on DDP here. And then the MJF tells DDP that WCW is dead. Yeah, because we didn't know that. Really. Just saying. But here's the thing: when WWE does that, it gets annoying, and it just shows how bitter and butthurt they were that during the time that WCW has kicked their asses. And they love to brag about how they killed WCW, which they didn't. At the time, it was TNT that pulled the plug on them because of the Time Warner and the AOL, American Online merge happened. Is what killed WCW, not WWE. But WWE, they love to take credit of that, though. They love to take credit of taking WCW out of business and killing WCW and saying that they're the reason why WCW is not around anymore. No, it ain't because of WWE. They could talk all the lies all they want that they killed WCW. And they're proud of that too, by the way. They're proud that they killed a wrestling company. Anyways. So MJF tells DDP that he basically wants him to kiss his ring or something like that. I'm trying to remember if that's what he wanted to do. And then this is what it was funny here. MJF said to DDP, he's gonna go after one of his daughters, and bang, one of his daughters. So that got DDP pissed off, and that's when the Butcher attacked, and DDP takes him out, and all of a sudden, MJF shoves him into a warload. MJF with a low, and then MJF goes for a low blow to DDP. Also, we get a QT Marshall, Dustin Rhodes, and some referees come out to help out DDP, and that was it. Now, as far as DDP, what pertains to him fighting off the Butcher, the Blade, DDP, as cool as it is, he's getting up there in age. He can't move like he used to move anymore. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that the Butcher and the Blade, they were basically slowing down for DDP, just for DDP to keep up with the younger guys. That's what it was. And props to DDP, for doing his best and everything. Because he's doing DDPY, and which is Diamond Dallas Page logo. I mean Diamond Dallas Page yoga, I meant to say. He's still in good shape though, but he's getting up there in age. You could tell he's getting up there in age. But I appreciate the offer for the DPs. He shouldn't be doing this anymore, especially the way he's moving now. He should not be doing it anymore. But that's just me talking. That's just me saying that. Not trying to tell him what to do. Just from my perspective there, that health wise, he shouldn't be doing that anymore. But there's going to be more of this though. Once we get to the next AEW Dynamite results review of it, pertains to the theme of Bash at the Beach. We'll get to that when I do get to it. But next we get to Best Friends and Orange Cassidy versus the Jurassic Express in Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt. So the match happens. It was decent. I wasn't going too crazy about it. So yeah, I thought it was decent. But the Jurassic Express, they ended up winning the match, and nothing to say about that. Now let's get to the important part of the show here. The AEW World Champion, Chris Jericho, and Sammy Guevara, and Jack Hager. There was no Proud and Powerful on the show, Santana Ortiz. Excuse me. They make their way to the ring, and they want Jon Moxley to join in the ring to get an answer from him. So he comes out. Moxley, first of all, said, you try to bribe me, you try to bite me, you try to buy me, and then he's like, I can't be bought and everything, and then he's like, but he does says that yes, I will join the Inner Circle. So they're celebrating everything. Everything all set up here, everything on a table here with bottles of champagne, a little bit of the bubble and they're celebrating that he's a part of the Inner Circle and everything. And Moxley said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in that key to the car, and then he gets the key and everything, and they're still celebrating, and then also Sammy Guevara leaves the ring. Back Hager leaves the ring, lead the ring too. Moxley and Jericho are still in the ring, and then Moxley said, "Oh, by the way, one more thing. It's like, he was just kidding. He's like, he's not gonna join the Inner Circle because the Inner Circle is a dumb name." And he said, and then he said, all he wants is that world title, and they slams smashes the champagne bottle of Jericho, and gets him the paradigm shift, and then Sammy Guevara gets in there, and he gets killed the paradigm shift. Jake Harris tried to get in there to get him, but Moxley got out of there. And Moxley goes through the crowd. He's like, I got the key and everything. And like, he basically got one up on the inner circle, which I thought was clever. Now it took a little long. It took a little forever to get to that point. Because I truly did not really believe that Moxley was good. And it's got to be some kind of trick and everything. And sure enough, it did. It just took a long. It took longer to finally to come to that point. But yeah, I knew he wasn't going to join the inner circle. I was like, I was saying before, he probably teased to join the inner circle, like how DDP, teased join the NWO, and also he down colors Scott Hall and everything. But and there was his to the Switchblade Jay White. He's going to join the Bullet Club, and then also he takes out Kenny Omega. But then eventually he did join the Bullet Club later on after Omega's was another part of Bullet Club. Because Tamatonga took back the original Bullet Club. I could bring Rich Swann. He's in the joined OVE, and he does until he swerved and beat on Callahan and the rest of the OVE and everything. So it's Moxley there here. We're teasing that he's joining the inner circle. He does a little brief minute, and then also not it was all a trick, and that's exactly what he did. And that was it. That was the end of the show. So Moxley is now public enemy #1 against the inner circle, and that was the show. All right, so I'm wrestling for AEW Dynamite from January 8th, 2020. It was 5 matches. My overall score for this show, I'm going to give this show I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. The show wasn't the best show. It was an average show, but there was still part I still enjoyed it though. So I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. But with that being said, thank you for watching for this Natural Born Thriller, saying peace on the streets. So thank you all for watching this All Elite Wrestling review as I gave you this AEW Dynamite results. Until next time, we'll take to more of All Elite Wrestling review. You'll stay in peace, stay safe, stay well, take care, and there you go.